Super Sunday Christchurch this Sunday. Now, these events only happen in the South Island literally once per year, okay? So you guys like Kia, you know, Pam, Tracy, all of you guys, I guarantee. Oh, we're just going to mute. I guarantee that you guys have got people that live in Christchurch or live in the South Island on your Facebook or in your network that, you know, that don't even know about this event. And also remembering, if you've ever introduced someone to Isagenix, the chances are you might not have a big South Island network, but your team might, okay? So it's so, so crucial that you reach down to your team and go, guys, who do you know on the South Island? You have one chance per year to get those people all the training and to help them learn everything they need to know about Isagenix, about the START movement, about everything. So don't just think, oh, you know, your team's not just you're personally enrolled. Talk to your team and say, guys, who do you know that lives in the South Island? We have 2 days to, you know, invite as many people along as possible. Now, at these events, the first hour is free for guests. And at the Christchurch one, so the first hour of each event is an opportunity meeting. That's for anyone to come along and find out about Isagenix, find out about the products, find out about the business, find out about the team, find out about the global movement, everything for free. So if you have anyone that's asking for more information about Isagenix right now, what you really want to be doing is saying, come to Super Saturday or come to Super Sunday. Because when they come to that event and not only have their mind freaking blown, but they are sitting in a room full of amazing, positive, uplifting legends, then they're really going to grasp what this truly is. And not only that, if guests love the opportunity meeting, they can stay for the whole day for free. So you can get your brand new person from, oh, let's find out about it, to, holy shit, get me on the products and I want to do the business now. So go, like, especially people like you, Kia, you know, you want to get on your Instagram and say who lives in Christchurch. You want to get on there and say, you know, who lives in the Waikato, because those are the kind of people that you want to be talking to. Hey, also, guys, if you guys are able to turn on your cameras, that'll be awesome, because otherwise I'm just like talking to a whole lot of black screens. Sweet, that helps me a lot. So yeah, remember that the opportunity meeting is huge, and it's your massive opportunity to get people there and help them understand everything that they need to know. So it's this Sunday in Christchurch, the 1st of October, and even if you obviously aren't coming to the event, we can take your people along for you, okay? Hey, Bree. So remember, go onto Facebook, do a search, friends who live in Christchurch. I'd even search friends who live in South Island, and I guarantee you'll be so surprised at the people that live there that you had no idea lived there. When I do my search, 100 people came up. I was like, holy crap, what the hell? I didn't know all these people live here. So do the search. Don't rule it out without doing it, okay? And then just say, hey, what are you doing on Sunday? Come along, find out about what I'm doing. I think you'd crush it. It's going to be awesome. It only happens once a year. You know, come along. And you can even link them up with us that are going, and we can take them along for you. Cool. So that's Super Sunday this weekend. And then the one in Waikato, it's in Cambridge. It's Super Saturday. It's on the 7th. Jackson Parr, Rockstar Parr, the ultimate babe, is coming over, and he's running the Waikato one with me. Ooh, I could just see it on just like Jackson. He's amazing. He's like, at the age of 26, he's making over $1 million a year residually with Isagenix. 4 years ago, he was a forklift truck driver. Let that sink in, guys. This guy is someone you want to learn from. And he's so simple. He's so, not like simple, bad simple, like simple as in just like, dude, you know, just tells it like it is. He doesn't hype it up. Like, I'm like, hypey hype. He's just like, dude, this is what you got to do, and just do it every day. It's like, oh, so true. Why didn't I think of that? You know, he's so just really good, really honest, really transparent. And yeah, he's just an amazing, amazing legend. So do not let anyone in your life miss him, because so Alan and Jackson, they're doing the opportunity meeting in the Waikato one in Cambridge. Okay. So even for you South Island people, Anna, Lisa, you know, you guys really want to be searching your Facebook for who lives in the North Island. And before you say I don't know anyone up there, I guarantee you do. You do that search and you'll be like, oh my God, I know so many people up there. And we've got people traveling from all over the North Island. So all you need to do right now is say, guys, who's coming up from Rotorua? I've got someone who lives in Rotorua. Oh, cool. Shell's driving up from Rotorua for the day. Perfect. So don't let your people miss out. Find them a ride. You know, I'm going to send Grant around with the Jeep picking up people. So, you know, we can drive around and get your people there, but just don't let them miss it because this is so freaking huge. So also coming up, there is events in Australia. So we have got the ISA Uni Sydney coming up. Now, I'm just going to share my screen so I can show you guys where to find information. Okay, my screen is going crazy. Okay, so isagenixevents.com. This is where you find events, Isagenix events happening all over the world, okay? So like Chelsea, for you, all the events that have been in Canada, America, they're all on here, okay? So when you first go to isagenixevents.com, you'll see that these are all the Canadian and American events, okay? So we've got, what have we got here? New Year Kickoff, Celebration Nashville, Canada events, Fire Up Your Fall, Phoenix, Chicago, Minneapolis, you know, so many events. Now, for all the other markets, you simply go here, see where it says international events, and you can bring up any other country, okay? So if you go to Australia and New Zealand, it's going to bring up all the Australia and New Zealand events. So this is where if you have people in these markets in the UK and Mexico, wherever, you go here and find an event for them to go to. So as you can see, we have now got ISA Uni Sydney. That's the next one coming up. It's October 21st to 22nd. So even Kiwis, Aussies, Americans, anyone can come to this, okay? ISA Uni Sydney is going to be October 21st to 22nd. So it's just over a month. So it's in 3 weeks. So for anyone that can't make like these Super Saturday events, if you've got people, oh, I can't make it, I'm going to this or going to that, you want to get them to ISA Uni because that's going to be the next best thing. After ISA Uni, we've got David Wood. David freaking Wood. He is the man. He's the ultimate legend. He's the one that lets you know, that helps you to believe in yourself. Because the only thing that stops everyone from smashing it in Isagenix is that they don't believe in themselves. They're like, amazing, the products are amazing, the money's amazing, incredible. But as if I could do this, who am I? They just don't have that self-belief. David Wood is what gives them the self-belief. Even people that are not in Isagenix, not with the company or whatever, will benefit from David Wood. Like if you know anyone that you think, man, some personal development or some belief in themselves would help them so much, bring them to this event. It's like $200. That's it. And you will walk out a different person, even if you're not doing Isagenix. It's not all Isagenix. It's more about your belief in yourself. It's so freaking powerful, okay? So now the other thing, Celebration 2018. Did you guys know about the new Rise Up challenge thing? Okay, so there's this new Rise Up challenge thing. So see how Celebration is in March 23rd, okay? Cool. So there's this new Rise Up thing. I'll just bring it on to singles. Ah! Where did that come up? Not that I was on ISA singles. Oh God, Mary Leaf's calling. Hey Mary, I'll just have to, I'm just on a team call. Can I call you back? Or you can jump on if you want. I'll send you the link. Okay, bye. Make her get on. Okay, cool. So this one here, I'll just get rid of these chats. Okay. ISA Body Challenge. Where is it? The new Rise Up. It was posted in here, wasn't it? Or did I see it somewhere else? Okay, so there's this new thing called the Rise Up.
Gabby, do a search on Anna Richards on that page and it'll come up straight away.
Oh, you guys are freaking onto it. Okay, it was in this page, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was in that one.
Yeah, what?
What are you watching sometime?
Where's it?
No, just the
The Ice Body Challenge.
the business. You're in the ISA body. Yeah, go the.
This is the blind leading the blind. Okay. So, iSharing's business. And also, for like Chelsea, for you in the States, there's an Isogenics business. So our one's called iSharing's Business ANZ. There is also just iSharing's Business, which is American and Canadian. There's also iSharing's Business Europe for all UK Europe stuff, okay? So make sure we have everyone in there. Okay, just scrolling down. Here it is, Rise Up Challenge. Okay, so what it is, it's a 6-week coaching challenge, okay? But you have to have a ticket for celebration to be able to go into the group. So once you've bought your ticket to celebration, you can then click into the group. But there's calls every week. So the first one is on the 5th of October with Kathy Coover and Ash Good. Kathy freaking Coover, hello! And if you, other people doing the calls are going to be Peter freaking Kelly. Yes, Peter Kelly. There's also going to be, here we go. Here's the information about it. So yeah, you have to have a celebration ticket in your back office, okay? So buy them now, you guys. And because they're still on discount. They're on discount until, I think it's the end of October. So now's a really good time to grab your ticket, and then you're able to join the event. Kathy Coover, Lisa DeMayo, Peter Kelly, and Jackson Parr. Dude, that one is going to be neck freaking level. Look, there's some people that we don't even know yet. Could be you, who knows? So I just think that's really, it's just so important. What the hell? How is Grant in there? Man. Anyway, oh, I'm in the group. Okay, cool. So, sweet. I'm already in there. But yeah, join that group, and you want to have your ticket to celebration to be able to get in there. Don't miss this coaching, you guys. Trust me. It's going to be a call every week for 6 weeks. How good is that? Oh my God. So much cool stuff happening right now. Now, the other thing I wanted to share was something I can't quite remember. Okay, oh yeah. So guys, what other events and launch parties are coming up? Because I know there's heaps. So if you guys wanted to let me know, we've got a launch party in Christchurch tonight at Anna's house. So that is tonight at 7:30. Also, the online launch party is at 8 o'clock tonight. It's hosted by Moana. So for you guys, remember that that's on tonight, 8 p.m. So invite all your people onto there. There's also a launch party in Hamilton tonight. So that's at Shelley's place. There is also tomorrow night, there's another launch party in Christchurch. There's one every night. And that's been hosted by Nicole. She's on the call. Woo! What other events, guys? What other events? Do you guys have any other events that I've forgotten about? Here we go. Bree, launch party in Sydney on the 20th. I'll send the link in Team Kickers. Shop Bree. Awesome. Is there any other events coming up? What is that at? Okay, we'll just keep an eye on Team Kick-Ass for those events, guys, because there's so many coming up. But just be aware that the online launch party is on tonight in an hour and a half. So invite all your friends to jump onto there. Kia's sharing, I'm sharing. It's going to be awesome. Okay, but without further ado, the reason that you guys all actually jumped on was not to listen to me. It was to listen to this superstar. So this girl, Kia Mummery, is 19 years old. 19, what the hell? She joined Isogenics when she was 18 years old. At 18, she won an all-expenses-paid 5-star trip to Las Vegas from the company. We had to illegally smuggle her into the nightclubs because you're meant to be 21 to get in over there. She did get caught by the police. We had to get her out of police custody. But it was a hell of a good ride. Now, the cool thing about Kia is she is actually full-time studying marine biology down in Tauranga at Unitech. She is from Waiheke Island. Like, what a place to be from. Holy shit. And she's realized at 19 that she doesn't want to have to go get a shitty job to get her through uni like most students do. Go and work at a cafe or go and work at a restaurant or do something that's pretty lame just to try and get, well, not lame, but, like, okay, just for the money. She doesn't want to have to do that because she's found a way to make an incredible income doing something she loves, aka posting on Facebook and Instagram. So she now makes a reasonable income from posting on Facebook and a lot of Instagram. And what she's going to share with us tonight is how the hell she's built a massive following on Instagram and how she's getting so many leads on Instagram. What is she doing? What is she posting? How does she convert an Instagram lead to a sign up? So she's going to walk us through all of that stuff. She's enrolled, I believe, 8 people in the last 10 days. Hello, and all from Instagram. And Chelsea is actually one of those, Chelsea on this call. So she is a freaking boss. How cool is that? Her team are not only jumping on board, but they're jumping at the quality, legendary people that she's finding. So without further ado, I'm going to hand it over to the legendary Kia Mummery.
Hey, that's actually crack up. What Gabby said about me, like in Vegas, getting like caught by the police with a fake ID is actually true. Like, I mean, had to smuggle me into the clubs. Anyways, I actually made a little slideshow to kind of explain what I'm going to be going through.
Woohoo!
Is it up? Like, is it working?
Yep, perfect.
Okay, sweet. So a little bit about me is I'm Kia. I started Isogenics around a year and a half ago, and I just started for the products mainly. I didn't really know about the business side. I got introduced to it by Joel, and he was just like spamming my news feed with transformations, and I was like, what is this? I want to do this. But I was a bit skeptical to begin with. So he told me there was a 30-day money-back guarantee, and I just jumped straight on board. I then realized that there was a business side behind it, and I could get my products paid for and even like earn an income, which was when I met Gabby, and she told me all about it. So I started posting on Facebook to begin with. I did create my Instagram, but I hadn't really like figured it out yet. But now I like mainly post on Instagram and mainly get probably around about 90% of my signups through Instagram. So I have 2 Instagrams. One is just my normal everyday Instagram, which is the Kiahs Life one, where I post like my travel, my studies, like my marine biology and everything like that. And I just follow my friends, my family, like anyone I want. And then I made a fitness one when I started ISIS, so February last year. And then I just have been posting my journey since then on my Instagram. And I just made another one because I wanted to post like my fitness and my travel like on different accounts, and I didn't want them to like kind of clash. So I just want to go through the basics. This sounds really like superficial and materialistic, but heaps of people, like I've noticed from all my friends and like other people I've been like looking on Instagram with, that how many followers you have compared to how many you're following actually like has an impact on who follows you. Because if you're following like 2,000 people and you have 20 followers, no one's going to be like, why is she following so many people? She's just following them to get followers, or like, you know, she's not actually following who she wants. So I recently had a big like cull of my followers and my following, and like just started following people that post stuff that I want to see, like people who do isogenics, people who have other fitness accounts. And then obviously with Instagram, there's no like copyright or anything. You can literally steal any ideas from anyone. So I've just been like following other people who do fitness, and they have like 1 million followers, 2 million followers, and I've just been like copying what they do. So basically like editing my photos how they do, posting like similar workouts, and like, I don't know, just grabbing ideas from them. And then I also found like posting quite often is good because it keeps your followers like intrigued in what you're doing. So I try to post once a day, but obviously sometimes you don't have enough to post, or like, I don't know, you don't have a good photo. So quality is definitely better than quantity. Like, always make sure your photos are good, like, well, to your standard, and like they're all sort of edited in the same way. You'll see with mine, I always like do a black and white background on my fitness account, which is what I've done with this photo. And the time to post is so key. Like, everyone had been telling me, oh, you don't post at the right times, like that's why your audience isn't like liking your photos and commenting. And I was like, no, whatever, like that's just all fake. Like, no, it's not. And then one night I was lying in bed and I ended up posting this photo, and it was at like maybe 1 o'clock in the morning or something, and it got, I think, like 100 likes or something. And I was like, oh yeah, that's all good, but my transformation's so cool, like I wanted it to get like heaps and heaps of likes, like just being really cocky. So I deleted the photo, and then I was like, I'll post it tomorrow in the morning. So I was at the gym at like 6 o'clock in the morning, and I posted it while I was on the treadmill. And then I went to my exam, and I got out at like, I think it was like midday, and my photo had like 10,000 likes, and I'd gained like a few thousand followers. And I was like, wow, like this is crazy, like holy shit, like my phone was literally like going off. And like, as you can see, like down the bottom, I have like 13,000 likes on just this photo. So like, if you post your own transformation, it creates so much interest, and people are like, holy shit, like this is actually her, like how did she do this? And they start messaging you. With every transformation I post, that is myself, like not if I post other people's. I get probably between 100 and 200 new followers, which is crazy. Like, I'm just like, wow, like I need a new transformation. So it's cool because it keeps you like pushing towards your goals and everything. So yeah, your bio is like a big thing about like making your Instagram look nice, and like people will like click on it and they'll be like, oh yeah, like she's put a lot of effort into her Instagram, like her bio. And heaps of people ask me how to lay it out so it's like a line, then another line, then another line, rather than it all being clumped together. And I think on a Samsung you can just do this, but on an iPhone you can't. So I always make my bio in my notes in my iPhone, and then I paste it into like obviously edit my profile, and I just put like
copy and paste it.
Yeah, I just copy and paste it, and I like put a quote like usually, and then I put like my email if people want to contact me, and just like any other random things like my Snapchats in that one, and like yeah. Okay, now the apps that I use to edit my photos, I thought you guys might want to have like a note of these. The VSCO one's real cool because you can like lay out your photos before posting them, so you can see what they're all going to look like next to each other. So if you're like really weird with your Instagram like me, I'm really like, it has to look nice, it has to go next to each other. So I lay it out on VSCO, and you can see exactly what they're going to look like when you post them. So that one's real cool, and you can like edit your photos on it as well. And then Boomerang and Layout are already through Instagram. So Boomerang's just the one where you make small like video photos, and then the Layout is you can put two photos next to each other, or like make a collage or something like that. And then Snapseed is my favorite app like out of them all. You can make the sea bluer, you can make the sky bluer, you can make yourself tanner, you can make the lighting lighter. Like, it's honestly the best app ever. So if you take a photo in like really shitty lighting, you can go on Snapseed and like edit it to make it like brighter or like anything like that.
No way.
Then, yeah, it's so sick. Beth showed me. I was like, what app do you use? You have to tell me. And she was like, oh, it's this one. Don't tell anyone. And I was like, hee, I'm going to tell everyone.
That is so cool. So every photo that you take, you normally put it through Snapseed?
No, just the ones if I have like shitty lighting or like it looks a bit dull, I can like brighten it up, or like, you know, just make it a bit more brighter.
Awesome.
And heaps of people ask me why, like how I make my backgrounds black and white, or like in my bathroom down in Tauranga, all the walls are like not painted, and they're all like, they look real ugly. So I use the color pop, which makes the background black and white. So it just makes everything look like a lot cleaner and just a lot nicer. And then Word Swag, you can just like write on your photos. I think that one's the only one that cost money, but I think it's only like $1 or something. The rest of them are free. So yeah, they're like my main apps that I use. I use quite a few, but
Awesome.
yeah. And then hashtags. So when I first started using Instagram, I was like, ooh, hashtags, like, no, that's so cringe, I'm not using them, like, go away. But then I found like myself searching up hashtags, like when I was looking for inspiration or like motivation, I'd be like, search up hashtags. So I was like, maybe I should start using them. And I didn't want to put them actually in my Instagram caption, so I found a way that I can post them in a comment and it still has the same effect. So I just have this like little comment that you can see on the right, and it's just like heaps of hashtags. I'll post it in the chat after I finish sharing my screen if I can, and you guys can just use it. And I just post my photo, post the caption, and then I comment the hashtags as the first comment. And then like obviously other people can find my photo through that. And if you don't go to the gym or like you don't like any of my hashtags, you can obviously like switch them in for other things, but those are the ones that I found work best for me.
Awesome. Yeah, if you could put them in the copy and paste them in the chat so we can copy
Yeah,
it.
yeah, I will, definitely.
Yeah.
And then I found like I was at the start, I was real embarrassed. Like heaps of people started following me from my school, and like I was like, oh, like go away. So I went and blocked like everyone that I knew, because I was like, I don't want any of you following me, like go away. But recently I found like if you be really vulnerable and like honest and like emotional with your posts, and like just honest to how you're feeling, and like if you're having a bad day, you post about it, people relate to you so much more. And like I've had heaps of messages like, you're the only person I see who like posts when you're having a bad day as well. Like these 2 photos, I got quite a lot of messages like, oh my god, like I'm so happy, because heaps of people who post on Instagram usually just post like photos when they're looking their best or like when they look real good. But if you do post photos when you're having a bad day or like you're looking shit, then people are like, oh, like she is real, like her results are real, but she does have bad days too. So I think that just being real honest and like real with your posts is really key with like creating an audience and like getting them to engage. So I got a few things that I find work really well, is like using a variety of photos, just like not posting the same thing every day, and just like mixing it up with like your lifestyle, I guess. With your captions, just write something that is like quite personal, like, or it goes with your personality, because obviously there's like millions of people who will be able to access your account, and some people will relate to you more than others. So if you're just true to yourself and like be yourself with your posts, some people are going to like love that, and they're going to get along with you so well. And you don't really want people in your team who like aren't going to get along with you. So like you're just trying to create an audience that you like resonate with, I guess. And then just using like real photos, real emotion, like I said before, like when you're having a bad day, just post about that. And then I've only just started making live videos because Gabby made it my task like the other week, but it actually works like so well. Like if you have a lot to say like about the opportunity of Isagenix, or there's an event coming up, use a live video and people will actually jump on. Like I was like, oh, no one's going to jump on mine, but so many people will jump on and like comment and like ask what you're doing and stuff. And same with Instagram stories. I made some stories the other day like about the 16-week challenge, and I just said like, oh, like who's keen to jump into a 16-week challenge with me? And I got like heaps of replies to my story, and like I was real shocked because I didn't think that people would look at Instagram stories, but they actually do. So if you post about the Ice Body Challenge, or like if you want to post people's results, post them on your story, because then they don't have to be in your account, but they're still like getting out there. And also cover all the different aspects of Isagenix. Like don't just cover the health and the products and everything, like cover the community. These are some of the posts I made about like the community, the events, because some people that follow you aren't going to be, they're probably going to have like a nice ass body and they're going to be like, oh, like I don't want that. But some people like need friends. Some people like just want to be part of a community. So if you post things like this, people will be like, oh, like what is this that she goes to? What are these events? And they might ask you. And then obviously the health and the products. I always post when I'm doing a cleanse day. I always post like my shakes, e-shots. I just made an e-shot post like just before, and just like posting the different products, and like obviously there's dairy-free ones, so post that. But I never say like, oh, I'm having my isogenic shake. I just say like things like, oh, chocolate's the best for breakfast. So good when you can have chocolate and it's healthy, or like just random things that people are like, oh, like what's that? And then obviously the freedom and the wealth. The bottom photo is when we won the trip to Vegas. So I had to post about that. I was like, yes, like going crazy. And like free travel, who doesn't want free travel? So I always post about like the opportunity and like the events and the wealth. And obviously transformations are really good, and different types of transformations too. Like I have the one that says before and after my travel, because so many people wouldn't have known that I went traveling and like how I got back in shape if I didn't post this. And there's so many girls out there and like guys who go traveling, come home, and they're like so much fatter than they were like to begin with. So I just posted that, and heaps of people were messaging me like, oh, I'm coming back from Bali in like 3 weeks and I've gained so much weight. Like how did you do it? I saw you went traveling, and like just relating to like different people for different things. So yeah, I mainly only post my transformation, and I post others on my story, but not actually on my account. And these are the things I found are really bad for me to do, like just personally. I find writing isogenics in your posts is really bad, like because people will go and they'll like stalk your account, and they obviously won't ask you what it is. They're just going to go into Google, search up the words isogenics, and order their pack through someone else. And then I've had probably like 4 or 5 people message me like, oh my god, I started isogenics, like blah blah blah. And I'm like, wait, what? Like, no, you didn't. Like, you didn't ask me. Like, and so I went through my account when I started realizing this was happening, and I was like, oh my gosh, no, I need to delete isogenics out of all my captions. So I like went in, I changed it to nutritional cleansing, and now everyone messages me like, what system do you use? What's nutritional cleansing? So I'm like, okay, it is a lot better. And also like with the shakers and like the e-shots, I always try to cut out the full isogenics word so they don't search it up. Just like little things like that where people will be real sneaky and they're like, I ordered, and you're like, no, you didn't. Like, why? And then I try not to be salesy. Like this is like something I've learned real recently. I saw someone posted an isogenics business, and like I stopped writing like 10% off, 2 days to go, like blah, 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 just because for me at my age, if someone posts, like it might be the same for all ages, but just personally, if someone posts like 10% off, you've only got this long to go, I'll be like, go away. Like, I don't want to buy your thing just so you can get money. Like, I would rather them message me. So that's actually how I got my 5 signups last week and my signups this week, is by messaging them all like, hey, we've got a 10% off. Like, I know you wanted to try it and I didn't want you to miss out on this opportunity. So if you want to, I'm just letting you know. But if you don't want to, that's totally fine. So you're like relating to them, but you're not like pushing it in their face. And that's like helped me so much to get my signups. Like, and also just to grow my team, because people don't like feeling pressured. I talked to Chelsea, who I think is still on this call, and she was like, I've been told about isogenics before, but I don't want people to like pressure me into doing it. And like, that's why I joined through you, because you didn't pressure me. And I was like, see, like it does work. You just got to take time and let people start when they want to start. And then with anybody who messages me, comments on my photos about isogenics or nutritional cleansing, chatting with them on Instagram, I don't find really works, because the messages, you can't send like a really long message. It has to be under a certain amount of words, which is so annoying, especially when you're telling them about like the packs and you're like, oh yeah, I'm just going to send you 17 messages. Like, it's so annoying. So I just like, I'll read one of like the chats that I just sent to this girl the other day. And she's actually going to jump on the launch tonight. She just messaged me. She's like, hello, I followed you for so long on your Instagram. This is my ranting account, so I'm messaging you from here. I've been watching your journey and I want to know how you do it. I'm lacking so much body confidence recently and I can't stand myself anymore. Please, can I have some advice? So I was like, oh, thank you so much. How are you? And yeah, of course, what would you like advice on? she goes, how can I lose weight in general? I'm not large, I'm just not happy. And I said, I can help you. What are your main goals? Like, just to get to know her a little bit so she knows that I'm not like spamming her. And then she said, honestly, I just want to lose some stomach fat and tone my legs up. And then I said, perfect, I can help with that. Do you have Facebook? And then I just like linked up with her on Facebook. And then like I didn't really chat to her much. I just said, jump on this online launch. And obviously, if there's a launch party near where they're located, get them to that. But if not, just get them on the online launch. And then, like, obviously, they get to know every single thing about, like, the products, the community, the challenges. And usually they sign up. Like, if they can't jump on the launch, do a 3-way call. Me and Gabby did, like, 10 3-way calls last week. And, like, basically every single person signed up, which was super cool. Also because they're, like, seeing other people and, like, they can relate to your results and everything. And
maybe we should ask Chelsea, do you want to share a little bit about, because you're like the ultimate example of someone that's kiahs attracted through Instagram and that's actually got started on this call. Do you want to share a little bit about like what attracted you to her Instagram and what was the process from like you messaging her to getting started? Like,
yeah,
because that'll really help.
So basically I knew about Isogenics before because a girl that I went to school with, she was like a salesperson or whatever, and it kind of, the way she did it was she would like constantly tell me about it and like, you have to sign up now, you have to do this now, blah 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 blah, and it just kind of pushed me off. I didn't really want to do that just because they were pushing me. But when I seen Kia's Instagram, I actually found her on the search bar in like Instagram, and I think it was her transformation picture. I'm pretty sure it was her transformation picture. And the thing that attracted me and got me interested was there was nothing about products. It was just like, this is me, this is how I've done. Like, if you want to know what I've done, message me. And so I think that's why, because it actually was like a personal conversation. It wasn't just all products and all sale. So yeah. And then she's a really personable person. Like we get along well, and like she actually will have a conversation with you. And the nice thing is, so when I got my package a couple of days ago, she actually called me and like we went through everything together, and she told me, she didn't just like leave me blind, which was awesome, because it wasn't just like, okay, you signed up for me now, whatever. Like, it was still, we have a relationship, we're talking, I'm gonna do my cleanse day tomorrow, and so she's like, message me all day and stuff like that. So yeah, it's great.
Awesome, that's so helpful. And what we did with Chelsea is we jumped on a Zoom like this, because I guess like on Instagram there's so many people, it can be a bit impersonal, but by jumping and saying it's a real person, they really care about me and my goals, you know, I think that jumping on Zoom just like this with people you meet from Instagram is a really powerful thing.
Yeah. And also what it happened with Chelsea as well as a few other people that have recently signed up. With every single person that contacts me about Isogenics, or I talk to about Isogenics, I put them in a list. I actually have my book here. I have a list in my phone and also a list here, just with like all the names of people who have like messaged me ever since I started Isogenics. And like, obviously I didn't really know about the business to begin with, but I still wrote down all the names because someone told me to. And then now I can go back when there's a 10% off or when there's an event coming up, and I can message them and be like, hey, I remember talking to you like 4 months ago and you wanted to get started but you weren't ready. Are you ready now? And like, sometimes there'll be like no people messaging you about it, but you can always go back to that list and like message some people. And obviously some people won't be ready, but some people will be ready to start like when you message them. So yeah, that's like basically, I'm just going to stop sharing my screen now. That's like basically what I do. And like, yeah, I'll just send in my template right now, like the hashtags, into the chat bar, and you guys can just save it into your phone or like whatever.
Awesome, Kiah. That was seriously so really, really helpful. That was amazing. Did you guys have any other questions for Kiah?
I'm just reading through the chat now. How did you
Yeah,
get
so
your followers?
do we need 2 Instagrams? Like
Well, it depends for you. Like, some people will just have like their normal Instagram. It's up to you if you want to post like your fitness and everything like that all on the same account. For me, it was just because I'm really weird about how they look. Like, my normal one has to be like all beachy and like blue and travel. And then I was like, I don't want to start posting random fitness photos in there as well. But that's just me, like how I like them laid out. But for you guys, obviously, it's up to you. But it is handy, like, if you have a fitness one, you can, like, post about events and, like, chat to people about the same things, you know?
Did you start your Instagram, and then how long from when you started it did it take you to grow your following to what it is now?
Okay, I started that Instagram last year in February. So I think my first post is on my first day of Isogenics. Like, my pack had just arrived and I was having my first shake. And I was like, oh, I'm making an Instagram. I had around 300 followers just from my friends and like family and random people following me. And then it all started when I posted, I'll show you what photo I posted. I think I posted my 60-day transformation. So it was like 60 days in when it started to kick off. I'll just find it.
When you started using your hashtags and stuff like that?
Yeah, like that's when I started like, oh my gosh, like this can actually work. Like this is cool. So I posted, here it is.
I'm just scrolling.
maybe share your screen.
Can you? No, it's on. Can you see those transformation photos?
Yeah, after the
Yeah.
bowl.
So I posted like my 60 days, and I just posted my front, my side, and my back. And I just, what did I caption it? I captioned it, sorry, this might be a bit spammy, but I'm so proud of my results. And then I said, yeah, in my Ice Body challenge. So I didn't even write anything. I just wrote like a small ass caption. And then I think I hashtagged it. Yeah, I did. And then like it started like blowing up. Like if you post your own transformation, I feel like a lot of people will start liking it and following it, and they're like, oh, this is actually her. Like this is crazy. And then I think I hit around like a few thousand followers then. And then it started like slowly growing. And then I was at, I think, around 6,000 for like a whole year. And then that's when I posted that 6-month transformation. And I got the 13,000 likes, what I talked about in I think my second slide or something. And then that was crazy. Like I hit 10,000 followers, and then it's just been growing and growing since then. Yeah. But I think just like being consistent and like also posting your own transformation is really like key to like growing your followers.
And so like obviously if someone doesn't have like an insane transformation yet, they'll just share their journey, right? Like I'm starting my journey.
Especially like if you don't have, like if you're like quite big, or like you don't like your body, or like, you know, you're at the start of your journey, it's the most perfect time to start posting, because one, it keeps you accountable. You're like, holy shit, I've posted this photo, I hate my body, like don't have a transformation yet. So you're working towards getting a transformation so you can post it and share it. So like it's good for you, but it's also good because other people might want to start their journey and they're like, whoa, I don't have a transformation, like look at this girl, she's posting like how she's going, like what she's doing, her before photos even, and like people will relate to you so much more, even if you don't have a transformation and you just start posting your journey. Like if you do like a photo a day for a month and post like about your cleanse days, about like your before photos, like so many people will be like, whoa, like what is she doing, like, and just relate to you like a lot. I started 2 months ago.
I actually realized that last night when I posted, and then you get heaps of people commenting on your posts, and you realize that everyone now knows about what you're doing, so it kind of keeps you, holds you accountable for what you're doing, because you feel like everybody knows, like, and everybody's going to be expecting some kind of thing. So it keeps you accountable not only for what you're doing but also to keep going.
Yeah, totally. It's so good. Like that's what Joel said to me when he was like, make it your profile picture when I first started, and I was like, what the hell, no, like that's so embarrassing. And then he was like, yeah, but it's going to push you to get better results, because you're going to be embarrassed for what you're posting now, but you're going to work so you can get like a better transformation. And also like even if you start posting and no one's liking your stuff, no one's commenting, they're still going to be watching you. Like, they're still going to be like looking like, what is she doing? I wonder what it is. And then once you start seeing results, they're going to start messaging you. So like, even if you think no one's watching, they actually are, like, so many people.
Yeah.
Sweet. And also, like, if you guys want to know how I do anything, how I edit my photos, how I do anything at all, just message me on Facebook and I can like chat to you a little bit more about that or anything like that.
Awesome. That was so good. Did you guys have any other questions? I have recorded this, so yay, we can watch it on repeat. So we can Lavina says, I started 2 months ago. How do you recommend starting an Instagram?
Started Isogenics 2 months ago.
Yeah.
Okay. I would just say, like, just start one, like make an account that's like fresh and new if you want to do a fitness one, and then just make your first post. Like, I started this nutritional cleansing system 2 months ago. If you already have results, you can post them and be like, these are my results so far, like watch my journey. Or you could just go, I think my first one was watch this space, and then I like commented, watch my journey, good things are coming. And like, people, even though you think they're not watching, they'll be like, ooh, like, what's this? And then if you want to like gather a few followers, you can post it on Facebook and be like, I just made a fitness Instagram, like, do you guys want to follow me, follow my journey? Or like, you can just start following some people and then they might follow you back. So yeah, just keep posting and like, just keep posting like every day basically.
Awesome. And I reckon like it's actually super powerful if you, even if you're vulnerable and you're first starting your journey and you say, this is me, but watch this space. Like, that's real powerful, you know? And just by sharing other people's transformations as well, like saying like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to be able to post my own, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
Awesome, team. Wow, that was a seriously boss call. Can everyone show some like physical love for Kia? Woo, woo. And unmute and show us some love.
Woo, 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 woo. Great, Kia.
Yeah, good on you.
I got the end of that, but you're a boss, babe.
Woo! And at 19, like, dude, that is,
You're insane.
next level. Come on, cutie. I just got a kiss. Ooh, that was nice. So yeah, okay, I have recorded this. Woohoo! So we can watch it, we can pass it to our teams. I will put the link up in Team Kick-Ass. But until then, go forth and kick ass, people. Remember that online launch party kicking off in just over an hour. So let's invite like crazy. Ew! All right, see you guys.
Thanks, Kia.